Should all of your happiness be tied to one person, activity, or item? Or does it make more sense to have many different things that bring you happiness? I was on my friend Jen's podcast where we discussed the merits of diversifying happiness versus the merits of focusing all on one thing. The big question is, how can you maximize happiness? Or maybe an even more complex question, how can we be happy? Is it simply more money, a better job, or social media worthy vacations? After a lot of contemplating, I broke down happiness into two parts. One, general well-being, the state of being comfortable, physically healthy, and emotionally healthy. And two, progress towards your goals. Let's take a look at the first one, your general well-being. On an average day, do you feel happy, content, anxious, sad? This is the life satisfaction you feel on an average day. The largest portion of most people's day is their job. On one hand, you could be an individual who works 80 hours a week, is very career driven, and loves their job. On the other hand, you could be an individual who works 40 hours a week, perhaps a little less career ambitious, but you have many activities you look forward to outside of work. Neither approach is right or wrong. It really depends on your values and your risk tolerance. Surprisingly, to maximize happiness, we can use the same approach stock market investors use when they invest. In investing, you'll frequently hear the term diversification. Instead of investing in one stock or one company, you can invest in what's known as an index fund containing many companies. A popular example is the S&P 500, which contains the largest US companies. Investing in the S&P 500 means you are investing in all 500 companies. You benefit from diversification by reducing your risk. Even if one company tanks, you have hundreds of other companies that could still grow. In contrast, some investors put all of their money into one company. This has a huge potential upside because if that company takes off, then that individual makes a ton of money in a much shorter time. The thing is, companies rise and fall, and even if that company skyrockets, it's gonna be a roller coaster of a ride watching that stock price. With your job, you may put all of your heart and soul into your work. You could pursue your dreams of music, screenwriting, or begin your own startup. It may not start out great, but it has a lot of potential to be great. In this situation, all of your happiness is tied into one thing, your job. And even if you're pursuing your passion as your career, the deadlines, the stress, and the monetary struggles may cause you to dislike the very thing you loved. Or you could diversify from where you draw happiness. The relationships you have, the activities, hobbies, experiences, all lead to a more fulfilling life. I had this close friend who used to hang out with the homies and I pretty frequently. Then one day he got a girlfriend, and slowly but surely he would spend more time with his girlfriend than any of his friends. For this period of his life, all of his happiness was tied into his one relationship. And when you do so, it puts a lot of pressure on that relationship because you are expecting this one individual to fulfill all of your needs. Luckily, my friend realized this, reached back out to us, and started new hobbies. With so many things going on in our lives, how can we focus on what's meaningful? Material objects are often mistakenly pursued in the hopes of achieving happiness. Getting a big house, a nice car, the latest phone. You'll get a huge spike of happiness when you initially buy those items, but that feeling of happiness depletes incredibly quickly. After several years of practicing minimalism, I've removed many excess things from my life. These are the things I don't really care for. What my car looks like, that I'm wearing a different outfit every single day, and the certain relationships that I had. By removing these things, I create more space, time, and money to put towards the things that I truly value. My relationships with my friends and family, my hobbies, plants. I can't tell you what's meaningful for you, but if you figure that out, you can tailor your lifestyle to maximize these things. Your lifestyle is how you live every day, and shaping this will improve your daily life satisfaction as well as your well-being. A year ago, I posted a video on setting goals as a minimalist. You write down 15 to 20 goals, cross out all of them except 3, and then focus on just those 3 goals for the upcoming year. This is a great way to put all of your effort into the most important goals. But you won't achieve happiness when you accomplish those goals. There will always be more goals. There will always be more. But you can be happy if you enjoy the process and feel like you are progressing towards your goals. There is so much that goes into your happiness. And diversifying your happiness shelters you from disasters that could happen. If you tie all of your happiness into one person and that relationship with that person turns sour, you have nothing else. But if you have other friends that care about you, a career you're satisfied with, and hobbies that you enjoy, it's much easier to pick yourself back up. This is my take on happiness. Have many different areas in your life that bring you joy and progress towards your goals.